Hey, bottom of the bouncers, bottoms, bouncers. Hi, friends. So I know you guys don't see it, but it's actually been a minute since I recorded because I got behind because we got busy. We've had visit to the hospital. I've been working the second job. I've been working the first job. I've been doing all of the things and I'm tired. So as we are coming up on Halloween, um, I am I'm a person I need goals. I'm a big New Year's goal person. And so I spend December really honing in on my goals. What am I wanting to do? What am I wanting to achieve? What do I want to change? What do I love? And I will tell you it's been a minute since I've had a year that I'm like, I love how this year went. Good Lord, what the heck? But it's been a minute since I've had a year that I just loved how it went. We've covered that crap. If you don't know why, go back to episodes previously. Um, anyhow, so I've been kind of like some things have happened where I'm like, okay, I had a conversation with my soul friends. We do a Zoom every Monday, have a soul friend Zoom. And we were discussing the 12-week year, another book that I stinking love. I'm not going to do a whole thing on the 12-week year like I did Miracle Morning. 12-week year is very cool. Basically, you're organizing everything to where you're putting a month worth of effort and outcomes into a week. And every 12 weeks, you take a week off, you regroup, and you hit it again for another 12 weeks. One of the key components is your accountability calls, which I always did. And I had a great accountability group. And then I got a second job where I'm working 300 hours a day and I can't do my accountability calls. I've got to keep myself accountable at 5 o'clock in the morning, which super sucks because if we have a hospital visit, if Rich isn't feeling well, if I just stay up, if we decide to watch a movie, if there is anything that keeps me up late, it's really hard to get up. And then it's really hard to be motivated when I feel like I don't have to leave and go to work until 9. Um so, it's kind of that mental game where it sounds very easy on paper and it can be freaking hard in practice. So the soul friends and I were talking about maybe we could take the 12-week year accountability call and kind of implement it into our soul friends Zoom. And maybe we could do like a minute of it of, hey, did we achieve what we wanted to last week? Did we do it? What do we want to do this week? Did we do it? It's very quick. It's easy, but it's helpful because you're accountable to somebody. It's like working out with a friend, right? So we discussed that on Monday, and I realizing we're really close to a new year. I mean, it doesn't feel like it because this year's been such a, I'm trying not to cuss, but not fun year. Um, and I'm trying to figure out, it's hard. I'm not going to lie. This second job is really, really hard. I am gone 12 hours a day, 11 and a half hours a day. And it's really hard to rebuild a business at the butt crack of dawn and try to do photo sessions on my one weekend day that I have off. And sometimes I don't have it off, or a Tuesday or a Thursday, or it's hard preaching to the crowd or choir or whatever that is. I know. Um, things are hard. I get it. However, we're trying to make them not hard. That's the point, right? Like it's really easy to sit back and be like, "Well, I mean, it's hard, but everybody has hard crap to deal with." I know that. I know that. And we're all trying to get rid of the hard crap we're dealing with. So my thing is, hey, maybe we could do that accountability call. Maybe I could start progressing a little easier. Do I get a different second job? Do I work really hard at this first job? Do I think the universe is telling me to just quit photography and art altogether, even though it's kind of the one thing that I really identify as and it's everything in my soul? Is that what it's saying? Like I'm trying to do all of the things. I'm trying to figure out all of the things as we all are. And then I realize we are coming Upon the 1st of November, and I've got 2 months left in this year, which of course led me to go back to everything I wrote down that I was going to make happen this year. Some of it I did. Some of it I listened to other people and what I should do and what I ought to do. And some of those should do's sounded really, really great on paper and in theory. And it's hard. You should get a job while you rebuild your photography business. That sounds really great in theory. Unfortunately, I'm not a have a job kind of girl. So my resume is a lot of, hey, I've done my own thing for my whole entire life. And the job I got happens to be far. It happens to have bad hours for restarting a company. And it happens to be a commission job, which means I ain't making jack. Um, so it's frustrating sitting in this spot right now. I did what I thought I had to do. I went and got a job. But now it's holding me back from doing what I know I need to do, which is work my business. But do I quit the job? Do I work? Like, there's all these things. So, what are the perks of the job? I have benefits for the first time in my life. So, yeah, I want to take advantage of that before I quit that while I'm trying to make this, while I'm trying to do that. So, I'm formulating all of the things in my head. What am I going to do in this last 2 months before we hit a new year and we have all the new goals and all the new things for a whole new year? Because I know I'm going to go hard on that because it's what I do every year. I love New Year's. I'm 100% the girl who is going to, I did it this past year. I wrote down everything I wanted to happen and I put them in a jar and folded them up like they're little secrets, right? And I took one every morning and I lit sage and I meditated and I burned it and I sent it to the universe. I did all of that until I had one left. The one left was the one that I was in charge of. The rest went to the universe. The one left was the one I was in charge of. The one that I got last year was to get all of my stuff out of my slumlord studio so I could restart my job. I did it. I achieved it. I achieved it. I got everything back. I got everything out. I did everything I needed to do. I did what I was supposed to do. Now, as for those other things, the universe is having a little bit of fun with them, evidently. And I guess there are some lessons I need to learn before those things happen, or maybe they are not meant to happen. So I have 2 months to get my collective crap together before I hit the ground running for my New Year's goals. Now, my New Year's goals are probably not that different than. Uh, why is my hair like in a knot? Wow, like a real knot. Um, my New Year's goals are not different than honestly they were last year, and they're probably not much different than yours, except for maybe a haircut should be included. My New Year's goals, I know, will include getting healthy, getting in shape, like physically, mentally taking care of myself, right? Like, of course, I want to make money. I want to be a full time photographer again. I want to be successful. There are other things that I will want. But for me personally, I know I've gained so much weight and I know it's from stress and I know it's from eating wrong and I know it's from eating at wrong times. Um, I know I've already told my husband like we end up or not we I end up like I want a glass of wine every single day or whatever. It's going to be no drink November. Like nope, just nope. I'm going to A save the money, B, save the calories, and C, just get out of the habit of wanting to come home and relax. That way I can relax with water because I'm fine with that actually. I need to eat better. The perk I have with this job is benefits. I need to go to the dentist and figure out how to get my teeth fixed because they've gotten so bad. And so I need to get them fixed. I have the insurance now. Medical insurance will kick in November. I need to go just have all of the checkups and do all of the things and make sure I'm completely healthy. That way, when it comes time to set New Year's goals, I have done things in these last 2 months that have set me up to be able to do that because I'll know I'm healthy. I'll know what I need to do, what I need to take care of, and then I can start working on losing weight, eating right, exercising more. I have a question for you guys. So I actually, although I'm very overweight right now, I love to work out. I love to work out. I love going to the gym. I love doing Zumba. I love doing yoga. I love walking. Um, Not necessarily running, and definitely not running while I'm overweight because I tend to gain weight in my boobs. And if I ran right now, my God, it'd be boobalicious. It would be too much. Um, Fun fact. So that ain't happening. There's no running. Unless somebody's chasing me. Um, but I love everything else. And here's my dilemma. So I really want input on this. If you guys could give me any input on this. I cannot afford a gym membership right now. I live in the boondocks anyhow, an hour away from where I work. I would love to get up and work out every single morning. I actually love doing that. The problem I've run into since being gone 12 hours a day is now I have a husband that pretty much gets up with me and makes my lunch and makes sure that it's very kind. It's very kind. I love my alone time in the morning, and that would include working out. That is evidently not happening. So there's no time at the end of the day. I get home at 8:30. I have an hour to like eat dinner, decompress, and go to bed. When do you people work out? When do you do that? How do you work that into a day? How do you work out when you don't want somebody staring at you while you work out, or you don't want to feel awkward because they're just right there? I don't know. I just want my own time to work out. So like, how do you do that? How do you make that happen? This used to be my workout room. Now it's an office. So the space in here is gone because I do fly hippie stuff in here. Um Help a girl out. Um, and I realize I'm at an age that you gain weight, and my stress levels are that I gain weight. I was going to a chiropractor who was helping that, and I actually lost like 20 pounds. I can't afford that right now either. Um, I miss him. Dr. G is a witch doctor. He's amazing. I love him. If you need a good chiropractor in Dallas, I know your guy. He's amazing. Um, and it will happen that I go back to him, but I can't do it right now. How do you do that? How do you make that happen? Because I do want to have November goals set that will take me through the end of the year so I can reset for a new year. Kind of going off that 12-week theory, even though it's not really 12 weeks, it's like 8. Um, but I want to I have plans for 2026. I just need to make sure I end 2025 as strong as I can, right? Isn't that what we're all trying to do in our own little ways? Um so I want help on that. I want help. Do you guys do the 12-week year? Do you know what that is? Do you have accountability friends? Do you work on that? Do you have a mastermind group? I would love a mastermind group. um I'm a tribe kind of girl. Like, I'm a loner, but I'm a tribe kind of girl. I love that. I want to talk about goals, and I want to talk about what we're working on, and I want to talk about how we can change and different ideas, and I want to talk about that. And I love those things, be it accountability, be it mastermind. I love those things. But when it comes to exercise, how do you implement that? Also. So those are my questions. Like, what are you doing? What do you do? Um, are you setting goals for the end of the year now that it's about to be November 1st? Do you have like a 2 month, I want these things done? So I know I typically like give homework a lot of times, and it's like make somebody smile, compliment somebody, reach out to an old friend. Did you guys do that? Did you reach out to your friends? Um, I did. I did do that. Um, and people did that to me, which I super love and appreciate. I thank you guys. I'm acknowledging that I know that you did that because I love it, even though it takes me a while to answer back sometimes because I'm working all the freaking time. However, um, the homework this time is going to be, let's get our goals together. Let's get 2 month goals. 2 month, not a whole year, that comes later. Let's get some 2 month goals. So reach out to me. Tell me what your 2 month goals are. Tell me what you're doing to get them, even if it's one goal, right? I don't need a whole list. I don't like, not that we're going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months, or we're going to lose 50 pounds in 2 months, or we're going to, it doesn't have to be huge. Tell me like one goal. I am not going to drink, at least in November. I'm not. Um, or at least at home. If I go out, which I don't do very often, whatever. But at home, no, not going to happen. That is an easy thing that I'm in control of. I want to eat better. I'm in control of that. I want to do that. Has nothing to do with the weight. It has everything to do with the health, right? Um, I know I want to make a dentist appointment. I know once I have health insurance, I want to make a doctor's appointment. I want to check up. These are just little things that are going to set me up for 2026. And that's what I'm asking you to do. You actually don't have to achieve a lot. Just set something you're definitely going to do that's going to set you up for the bigger goal in the next year. That's what we're trying to do, right? So I'm kind of using you guys as my accountability thing. So I will be checking back. I don't know how soon. I can't tell you it's going to be by next week because my life is a little bit topsy turvy. It doesn't have to be by next week. These are goals through the end of the year because we are not going to be at the bottom of the damn bounce in 2026. And if we are, there's going to be something that ain't at the bottom. There will be something that we have done. So that is what we're starting on today, is just a thing or two that you're going to do that's a step up that we can build on in the next year. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to do the ding ding outro intro. I can tell you what we're working on. I will tell you. So my husband's like this incredible graphic designer, audio, video type guy, which I know you don't know that because here I am on my iPhone doing this little thing. Whatever. Don't judge. It's my own thing. However, I painted her, and my husband, she was out of focus. My husband said I should animate her so she's falling like the bottom of the bounce, but you need to paint like three of them like you want so it changes. So I have, you can't see it. I've sketched some out. I have two of the three sketched out. I have to hone in. I need to paint them. I need to do that. And then we'll have that by the end of the year. That will be my part, will be done by the end of the year. I can't account for anybody but my own damn self. So maybe you won't watch me turn it off, or maybe we'll keep that tradition. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Talk back to me. My cousin Mikey is who talks back to me. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. It makes it way more conversational. Thank you. So talk back to me. Send messages. I don't know, you can freaking text me. You don't even have to do it here. If you don't want anybody to know that you listen to me, but you know what? You don't have to let anybody know you listen to me. You can even send me a text or a message, something like that. Talk back to me. All right, I will see you guys soon. Mwah! I'm turning it off now.